Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. Today we're looking at Atlas Comics Tiger Man. This is number 1, 25 cents. It's all new reprint. This is it, the debut of the most newest exciting superhero. Yeah, Tiger Man, we killed your sister, so what? So here we go. This is a cover by Ernie Colin. I love this cover, warts and all. I mean, first off, look at that face. That's like the worst face for a hero. Blue, why is there Tiger Man with the blue? And this drives me crazy. Yeah, I got a cut on my finger. This drives me crazy. I have the same revolver, or at least I had the same revolver. It's bottom heavy. You put that in your pocket, it's just gonna fall right out. You know, it looks good, but they're not taking real world weight into account. So let's look at Tiger Man number 1. So here we got, this is 1975, number 1, volume 1. I love the drawing. The art is just, I just love this. Look at that face, you know, just really good. And it's really creepy. This nurse comes home. These guys just basically jump her, and then Tiger Man just comes out and beats the crap out of them all. Just rips them apart. And, you know, tell me that's not better left unsaid. And then we go into his origin. You know, he was a doctor without borders, working somewhere in Africa when a leopard attacks him. You know, it's funny because there's no tigers in Africa. Why didn't they have him in India? But a leopard attacks him. And, you know, they find this caged tiger, which is, you know, again, why didn't he go to India? And he's experimenting on the tiger after he got attacked by the leopard, and he's just like, you know, these big cats have hormones and everything like that. He secretes, he synthesizes the hormones, he separates them, and what does he do? He injects himself. So he, you know, and then Frankenstein monster attacks, and, you know, he's starting to realize that, you know, here he is injecting himself with the tiger serum, and then this doctor who doesn't like him, the witch doctor doesn't like that you know, white man magic showed up and took away his preeminence as the healer. So he lets the tiger out. He's like, what am I going to do? And he just reacts. What does he do? He just, you know, as Clockwork Orange, he chucks it right in the throat, and he just kills it. He's like, whoa. And then after his 2 years of paying off his student loans are up, he leaves Africa. And then what do? They give him a reward, the skin of the tiger that he killed. Again, this just drives me nuts. Why isn't this set in India? You know, because that's where tigers are from. And then he meets his sister, and he's staying with the sister while he gets established, you know. And what does the sister do? Sister goes home. She opens the door, and then guys attack her. And, you know, it's actually pretty disturbing. You know, he finds out that his sister was just murdered. You know, I don't even want to get into it, but let's just leave it at that. His sister was attacked and murdered, and he's freaking out. He's absolutely freaking out. I mean, can you blame him? Can you blame him? You know, so what does he do? He dresses up as the blue-sleeved, blue-legged Tiger Man, you know, and he's going to use his powers to fight crime. Again, I need to point this out, that every hero, like the commentator, there's pathos, there's a loss, there's something in it that makes you heroic. You know, the classic Spider-Man, you know, he basically, he didn't cause Uncle Ben's death, but, you know, in a set of circumstances, he could have prevented Uncle Ben's death. There's loss. I always say that, like, one of the things that you need to have to be here, and I'm going to skip the pages because, you know, what's going on. What does he do? The only thing important over here is, because of his tiger senses, he picked up like a certain cigar smoke. No, he's picked up the scent of horses. And being that he lives in Manhattan, the only place where there was horses, except for the police, which he ruled out, it was this traveling circus. So that's really all you need. But as I was saying, like, for heroes, I think the main part of being a hero is sacrifice. I'm really thinking a lot lately, because I have my own comic in the works, which is chugging along nicely. That one of the things that all the heroes have is lost. Superman lost his planet. Batman lost his families. Peter Parker lost his uncle, and then he lost his girl, and then he lost Captain Stacy. You know, Peter Parker just, you know, a lot of loss. And I think that's when they say anybody could be Peter Parker. It's, oh, really? Have you experienced that much loss, you know, in your life? You know, are you personally feeling guilty about inadvertently killing your uncle? If not, then you're not Spider-Man, you know. But back to Tiger Man. So I think about that a lot. Is there a lot of loss in you know, my character, the Patriarch? I'm trying to come up with the loss in his life, and it's taken me to like to make the story darker than I want. And that's something that I'm struggling with, which has nothing to do with Tiger Man, but this, you know, it shows you how it. So Tiger Man, he meets up with the Carnies, and they're just making fun of him, you know, as they should. Look at that costume. Costumes are supposed to be simple and elegant. This is simple. It's, I don't know. Is it elegant? That's up for you. You know, I'll even say it's elegant, but the color scheme is off. And he just goes nuts. He's Tiger Man. He's got the strength of a tiger. He's got the speed of a tiger. This mask is awful. You know, not as bad. The worst mask is Wildcat from DC, but Wildcat is so bad it's awesome. This is just bad. So there you go. So he fights them all. He dispatches them all. Look at these cool ads. Build your own monster. Motorcycle mechanic. What's happening at Atlas? You know, I'm sorry to say, but I'm having like a weird obsession with Atlas comics, and I kind of want to collect them all, like Pokemon. And he beats the crap out of them all. And now he's like, you know, the world needs me. I am Tiger Man, and you know, he's thinking back at these guys with the sister. If only he was there. And there you go. And in the next issue, he gets a job as a doctor, and you know, he people come in. It's actually kind of, I wonder why people didn't think of it. And if somebody did do it before me, point it out. I'm kind of curious. But like, people will come and beat up and battered, and then he will go and like take out the assaulters. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, I can't tell you. You know, oh, you can tell me I'm a doctor. I'll never tell the police. You know, there's confidentiality. Okay, he was my boyfriend. Dressed up as Tiger Man. You know, he didn't go to the police. He went to Tiger Man. So there you go. That's Tiger Man. There's not really much else to say. 3 issues came out, and as I've heard with Atlas Comics, they had, oh, we didn't do the credits. Ernie Cohen did the cover. Who did the comic itself? I'm so bad at this, guys. I must apologize that I haven't really been doing regular showcases lately. I've been doing the cataloging my comics, and then I've been doing so many live chats. I hope you all like the live chats. You know, this is a good point to ask. Do you want more live chats? Or as I call them, conversations, because it just sounds more elegant. Do you like more conversations, or do you want more showcases? Because there's only so much time in a day, and I apologize for that. You know, got a full-time job and stuff. So yeah. At this point in this short video, I'll ask you: should I do more conversations? Because I'm all my time is booked up to December, but so I'm going to be doing like 2 or 3 conversations a week up until December. In I stopped booking them because I you know, I don't know if I'll be working overtime. You know, I don't know if I'll be switching tonight. So I realized I was getting a little carried away. So I kind of stopped booking. So if, you know, enough about that. So and now I realize I tried to do 1 video a day, but even if I have a live chat, I'm gonna release a video every day because I feel like I've been neglecting showcases. All right, so there you go. What else? What other news would you like to? I am so bad at this. I'm so used to talking to people live now that I can't do my regular videos, and I'm doing it for 9 minutes, so I'm not starting all over again. So, you know, as a New York City Mayor Ed Koch used to say, how am I doing? How am I doing? All right, I'll see you tomorrow with this is the worst one I've ever recorded. I'm sorry.